Hello, everybody. I'm JackieKCooper here with,
Amber Howell.
and it's Tell All Tuesday.
It is. I have no idea what's on the agenda for today.
Well, you and I haven't had a chance to talk. Your schedule's been
Crazy.
You've been crazy.
It's been crazy.
But have you heard anything about Stranger Things?
Yes, I have.
And
I'm so excited. We finally have a release date in 3 parts.
in 3 parts.
How do you feel about that?
Well, the 3 parts are going to be released within 2 weeks of each other.
Right.
Isn't that right? Because, wait a minute.
Well,
I've got
kind
it
of.
written down. We're going to have 4 episodes released on November 26th.
Uh-huh.
Then there's going to be 3 episodes released on December 25th.
Christmas.
And then the final episode is going to be released on December 31st.
New Year's Eve.
So you're going to have 8 episodes within a 1-month period.
Yes.
just about.
Yes.
But I am telling you, Amber, I was thinking about it. I don't remember a thing about the other seasons.
I don't either.
I'm gonna
well, that's not true. I do, but I need a refresher. I remember. I know what the storyline is, but I have texted my friends already, and we have already decided that we are going to rewatch, and we're going to do a Stranger Things
I don't
day.
have time to rewatch.
Of course you do, Jackie.
No, I don't. I'm busy.
You sound like me.
Who do you think I got that from?
Me. We're going to do a Stranger Things day this summer, and we're going to go to Jackson where they film and do a Stranger Things escape room. We're going to see some filming locations. We're going to go to some of the Stranger Things themed little stores, and we're going to have a full Stranger Things themed day. It's going to be fun.
I just think they made a big mistake stretching it out this long.
Oh, for sure. 3 years, 3.5 years.
Yes. But I did check, and the Stranger Things play is still running on Broadway.
It is.
It opened in April. You haven't made your trip
I
yet.
haven't. I'm trying to talk Cody into it. I don't know if he's gonna go for it, but I'm trying to make a weekend trip to New York to see it.
Up
We'll
there,
see.
see the play. Come
We'll
on.
see. Yeah, exactly. Day trip.
Day trip.
Day trip. We can
Yeah.
do it.
You can do it.
You want to go?
No.
Okay. I'll let you know how it is.
I don't want to get on any airplane going anywhere.
I have a thought.
What?
My thought is, if Stranger Things is going to release in 3 separate parts, why not just do one release a week and make it over like an 8-week span? That would keep the hype going.
I don't understand either, because you either get them 1 episode a week, or you get them all at one time. This is a Stranger Thing.
It is strange.
You know, 4 here, 3 here,
One
1 here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little odd. Yeah.
Also, Writers Wednesday, we're going to post, but the book for Writers Wednesday is called One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. It is your summer book.
Is that my summer book?
It is
Guess what, Jackie? We have confirmed a trip to the beach, so I will be taking it with me.
Ha ha ha.
We're going to do it. What's it called?
One Golden Summer.
One Golden Summer. So that's my beach read.
That's your beach read.
Okay. Locked in.
Like that. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
I was thinking, I'm coining this phrase. You're 20.
7.
No, 20.
Tween? Spell that.
TWEENTY.
T-W-E.
You're in the middle of your 20s.
I'm in.
You're tween.
Am I not like later 20s though?
No, you're 20.
I'm mid 20s.
You know, you talk about tweens.
Yeah.
So I thought tweet.
Tweet.
But anyway, a friend of mine, he and his grandson came over, and the grandson, who I know, was talking about his girlfriend, showing us pictures. And I said, you know, is it serious? And he said, oh yeah. He said, I asked her to be my girlfriend. Is that the new thing?
Well, you know, there's stages.
I did that in 4th grade.
Well, we have a talking
I sent Mary
stage.
Jane Bryson a note, and it's, will you be my girlfriend?
There's talking stages now. It's like talking stage, then boyfriend, girlfriend, then fiance, then marriage.
All right. I was born in the dark ages.
Okay.
But in grammar school, we were saying, would you be my girlfriend? Then you started, and you went steady.
went steady. No, we don't say that.
You don't do that anymore.
No, we don't say that anymore.
But this guy made it sound like that's a big thing.
Mm-hmm. When you're like official.
Did Cody ask you to be his girlfriend?
That's a great question.
It is a great question.
Not at first. It was like later down a few months in, we made it official. Because it wasn't
How'd you make it official?
He said,
"You want to be my girlfriend?"
He did. I don't know that he said. He said, I want to say he said that he loved me first, and then that was when it was official.
I remember when Carrie and I were dating. We went from dating, and she was in St. Pete, I was here in Warner Robins. That's like a 4 or 5 hour drive. So we did the long distance thing, and it was over a 1 year period. But we kind of went from dating to engaged.
That's what me and Cody did. Yeah.
But I don't remember saying, "Will you be my girlfriend?"
Yeah, it wasn't like it's not like when you ask somebody to marry you, will you marry me? It's not like that kind of like direct question.
And I never asked Carrie's father for her hand in marriage.
Oh.
Did Cody do that?
He did do that.
See, I didn't do that. Terry keeps saying, "You never asked my dad." I thought, you're 55 years too late.
55 years too late. Yeah, that's funny. Was that just a conscious choice that you made to not ask? Or you just
I was 28 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
Asking anybody's permission,
you don't need
to
permission
get married.
to do that. That's true.
I mean, come on.
I know. How old was Cody? Would have been 20. Hold on. Maybe 24.
Terry was 20.
Cody asked my dad when he was 24 or 25. One of those two. So. Yeah.
I did. And I didn't
okay.
ask her to be my girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, it worked out. Obviously.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah. Like I said, when this is going to air next week, or the week this airs, it will be my 55th anniversary.
Wow. Happy early anniversary.
Yeah. June 13th, 1970.
I wasn't even thought of in
No.
1970.
Your parents weren't
My
even
parents
thought.
weren't even thought of. Wow. Gosh.
Thank you, Amber. Oh, wow.
That's what makes this partnership interesting, Jackie.
Let me tell you, we've got 3 albums up now, the deep dives, me and Walker the Intern. We did Thunderbolts, Final Destination, and then we just did the Mission Impossible movie. And I came up with this concept. I thought, Walker and I would do it. He's 100 years younger than I am. We'll have different viewpoints.
Do y'all have the same views?
Same view. We've done 3 albums, and we're both like, we liked it.
Yeah. You need to pick something that's like a little bit like split down the middle. Are y'all only doing movies that are recent?
Right now we are.
Okay, so no like throwbacks.
No.
Throwback movies.
But I thought, Mission Impossible, we'll find something. And we're just talking away, just agreeing up a storm.
Well, maybe you can throw something in there soon where you disagree.
I hope, because that was the whole point of doing it.
Yeah, to flesh out the...
But let me tell you, I was thinking about that. I thought, Amber and I have not talked about a movie.
In forever.
When's the last movie you saw?
Oh gosh, Jackie. When was the last time I was not busy?
I can't even comprehend.
What did I see last?
I can't remember. I know you and Carmen tried to go see something and the parking lot was full.
Full. No parking lot. No parking spots
so
available.
You didn't see it. Tom, I'm jumping around here, but we did Mission Impossible. That's what you can see. It's already up on YouTube, our deep dive into it. But hypothetically, because you're not going to have time to see it, but if you had the choice of going to see Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible, which would you go see?
I think Mission Impossible.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because Top Gun with Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, like, changed my life. That is my go-to. That's my go-to movie.
Changed my life.
It did. And I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible, so I'd probably pick Mission Impossible.
The reason I say that is because it wouldn't be a choice. I'd be right at Mission Impossible. Mm-hmm. On the opening weekend, I think Mission Impossible did 65 million in this United States. Lilo and Stitch did like 127 million.
I saw the stats.
Doubled it.
Yeah.
And has continued to double it.
That's impressive.
Who are these people going to see Lilo and Stitch?
I don't know. I guess it's probably a whole range of people. You have kids that are going to see it, and then you have like people who grew up with Lilo and Stitch going to see it.
I never knew that there was any clamor for another Lilo and Stitch movie.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. But the box office is just
soaring.
Yeah.
Must be good then.
Yeah.
Did you score it? Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah. It was okay.
It was just okay. What'd you give it?
I think 5 or 6. 5 or 6? Yeah, I think it was 6.
Pretty average.
But it was pretty much what I gave Mission Impossible.
Oh.
Because Mission Impossible to me, you'll see this when I'm talking, everything is waiting for the biplane scene where Tom Cruise hangs off the airplane.
I know.
All through the movie, you're waiting for that. And that was good. That was worth the price of admission, by itself. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll see Mission Impossible. Maybe.
Hey, you have finished your Maymester course.
I have.
You're going to have so much time on your hands now.
So, that's a relative term, but yeah.
I mean, you got one course, but you got till October to finish that.
August. Yes. Yeah.
And but you're planning a beach trip.
I am planning my beach trip.
You're going to have your beach read.
I'm going to have my beach read. I'm set.
You're set.
I'm set.
Yeah. When are y'all going?
July 4th.
Well, I thought that's when you were going with your family.
That's when we're going with my family.
Oh, I thought
this is the same thing. Yeah.
So I'm going to be having surgery and you're going to the beach.
Yeah, sorry, Jackie.
No. What are your plans for 4th of July weekend? Well, I'm having surgery, back surgery. Yeah. What are you doing now? Well, I'm going to the beach.
Just cancel your back surgery and
come
to the beach.
No, I'm going to have the back surgery, so maybe down the line
you can go to the beach.
I can go to the beach.
That's right.
We usually go in the fall.
Yeah.
I like
better weather, probably.
I like the fall to go.
It's a good time.
You just look out at the beach.
Yeah.
Read a good book.
Read a good book, or 3.
Or 5. Whatever.
If you're Jackie.
Yeah. One last thing. One of my favorite movies is Pride and Prejudice. Have you ever seen it?
No.
You got to see that movie.
I told you, Jackie, you need to make me a list of must-see movies.
I'm seriously. With all my stuff I have going on, I was flipping around and I hit one of the streaming channels that I have, and it's Pride and Prejudice, Keira Knightley. Ooh, I love Keira Knightley. And I couldn't help it. I said I watched the whole thing again. I've seen that movie probably more than just about any movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But, so it's based on a Jane Austen novel. There've been like 2 or 3 versions of it. But there was a book that came out a few years after the movie came out, and it was not written, of course, by Jane Austen, but it was called The Other Bennet Sister, because in the movie there's like 4 or 5 Bennet sisters, and I think there's 5, and one of them is called Mary. And all she does is play the piano. She tries to get attention because she plays the piano. She doesn't have an outgoing personality, and etc. But it was a great book, and I just read that they're making it into a movie. I'm so excited.
Now you have something to look forward to.
No, I'm looking forward to that. I read that they're remaking Wuthering Heights, which is a classic. Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi.
Okay, I like those actors.
You like those. Is there not an age difference there, though?
I think there is. I think Jacob is more my age-ish.
He's a tweenie.
A tweenie. Yeah, and then Margot Robbie is like later 30s.
But I haven't seen Margot Robbie in anything since Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Nick Jonas is going to play Paul Stanley in a movie about Kiss. Do you know who Kiss is?
I do know who
the
Kiss
painted
is.
faces.
Yes, yes.
And so Nick Jonas is going to...
Go Nick.
How about that?
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot going on.
Coming up, it is. And we're going to keep talking about it.
Yes, we are.
All through the summer.
Yes, we are.
There we go.
We have a good summer ahead.
And so, let us know what your summer plans are. I'm telling somebody made a comment though. Remember you said something about you were head high deep?
Head high deep. Did I say that?
It was some little phrase that you or head deep high. Or
something like that. I remember.
Anyway, somebody wrote in and quoted you.
It's not a real saying. I just made that up on the spot.
I knew what to say. But it was like, that's kind of unique to say.
It's probably like head high deep. I think that's what I said.
I think it was head high deep.
Yeah,
you were head high deep in studying.
schoolwork.
Yeah.
That's
now people be
Copyright
saying,
that.
let me say all over the streets now.
patent that.
Wait a minute, before we go. You were supposed to run this past weekend.
I'm running tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow
I
morning.
thought it was last weekend.
No, tomorrow at 8 a.m. So think of me. And by the time they're watching this, I will have already done it. So next week,
you will have already won.
I will have won.
And you'll have be planning your trip to Hawaii.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
We'll talk about it next week.
Talk about it next week. So come back next week and see what my pace was for my first 5K ever.
All right. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper with
Amber Howell.
And this has been Tell All Tuesday.